We're going to go on to the devolution conference happening in Makueni as we speak. And Kenya will be forced to raise 806 billion shillings in 9 years for reduction of greenhouse gas emissions by 32% by the year 2030. President Uhuru Kenyatta made the announcement as he officially opened the 7th devolution conference, whose focus will be mitigating the effects of climate change. Now, leaders from both national and county governments urged to commit to allocating resources towards combating climate change. Let's get more from our very own Chemtai Gowin.
In a virtual address to delegates as he officially opened the 7th and final annual devolution conference, President Kenyatta disclosed that Kenya was meant to domestically mobilize 13% of 6,874 billion shillings to at least reduce the country's greenhouse gas emissions, calling on counties to work with the national government in allocating climate change financing resources.
Kenya has committed to reduce her greenhouse gas emissions by 32% by the year 2030. This will cost us in an excess of 6,874 billion Kenya shillings, or 62 billion US dollars. Out of this figure, Kenya will seek to mobilize 13% of this from domestic sources, while we expect to fund the balance of 87% from external resources.
So we'll take a very short time.
During the conference, it emerged that only 6 counties had commenced the process of setting aside funds for climate change mitigation, while 33 counties had already passed legislation to support climate action. ODM leader Raila Odinga, who was the chief guest at the event, noted that climate change was a threat to life and livelihoods of many, as they were directly affected by the changes in weather patterns.
The key enablers of our economy, that is agriculture, water, energy, tourism and wildlife, are extremely climate sensitive. If we don't tackle climate change, all our efforts to grow our economy will be in vain.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Dr. Fred Matiang'i saying the effects of climate change had forced the security docket to review its modus operandi, since it posed new challenges.
What we're experiencing in Laikipia, what we're experiencing in Baringo, what is going on in most of North Rift today, the movement, the theft of livestock, the pasture and water resource conflicts in that region are all related to climate change. The challenges we face on our borders towards the north and the northern eastern with our colleagues across the border are all related to climate change. We are duty bound to take deliberate interventions and find a place for climate action in our respective developed units if we have to be sure of handing over our county down to the next generations.
The river is the most polluted water source in Kenya. When it is in Athi River, it's black. When it's in Machakos, it's light green. By the time it comes to Makueni, it's yet another color. Why are we allowing polluters to pollute the water source that is killing our residents?
There's a lot of blah, 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 blah. Too much talk here. Too much speeches, too many speeches, but no action. I hope and I believe, because I know and I have interacted with a number of your governors, I hope that this conference does not become another blah, 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 blah.
Work is definitely cut out for players in the national government and the county governments to ensure that proposals that have been made in this conference that are keen on aiding the country in mitigating the effects of climate change are implemented, while also aiding the country in the recovery process. Chemtai Gowin, Citizen TV, Wote, Makueni County.